Hey, 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 Vikas here, your wisdom coach coming to you with another dose of wisdom to keep you stable, steady, and shining as we go through the storms of life. The storms of life will always happen, and therefore we must build that spiritual resilience inside us, that foundation, that anchor, that rooting, so that we can go through all the storms in a stable way. Wisdom is the stabilizer of life. So it's about getting spiritual wisdom, and it's also about creating good karma. Today's big lesson comes actually from a question that I answered a few weeks ago, and it was a question about wealth. So someone had asked me the fact that you talked about the three most important things in life. You never talked about wealth. What about wealth? And my answer was that money and wealth is important, which I answered on one of the videos, but it's not the most important thing, because money is a means, it's a method for something else, right? So with money, we can buy things, we can purchase things. There's nothing else you can do with money. You can make it grow, but then what do you do with the money that grows? You eventually are going to exchange it. So understand this from a place of wisdom. Money is meant to be exchanged. Money is meant to be used for something. You can exchange it for somebody else's talent. You can exchange it for somebody else's product. You can exchange it for anything external to you. But what you exchange it with is really important, because let's say you invest in a new handbag. Okay, just as an example. Does that handbag really make your life grow? Yes, it makes you feel great. Yes, a lot of people look at you when you carry that handbag. But does that help you to have better relationships? Does it grow your mindset? Does it grow your base of wisdom? Does it make you a better human being? And the answer to all of that is no. Now let's say you take that $5,000, $10,000 you invested in the bag, and now you invest it in growing yourself. You learn something. You invest in a training program, you invest in a coach, you invest in going to learn a new skill, you invest in traveling and experiencing life. Does that make you grow? And the answer is yes. Does that help you to be a better human being? The answer is yes. Does it expand your mind and expand your thinking? The answer is yes. So remember, money is a means, it's a method, and it's going to be exchanged one way or another, right? You can't take money with you. You can't eat money. I went grocery shopping last week and I went to exchange money for all the food products. Do you understand what I mean? So what you exchange money for is what your focus should be on. So that's why it's not in my top three. The number one thing that you really want to take care of in life is health. Because if you don't have your health, then you really can't enjoy anything else either. The number two thing is you want to invest in relationships, building good relationships with people who help you to grow, not people who keep you slow. With people who celebrate you, not people who tolerate you. Whether it's at work, whether it's at home, in your personal life, you want to be with people who celebrate you, not with people who tolerate you. So relationships in your family and outside your family are the second big thing. And the third most important thing which you must fulfill, right, is your own potential. Now, potential, right? Why does relationships come before potential? Because even your potential, for it to be actualized, for it to be optimized, it will have to involve other people. Whatever service you do, whatever value you provide. So of course it involves relationships. So the third important thing that you must fulfill in your life is about growing your own inner potential. And that comes from gaining more wisdom and understanding what your true inner potential is really, right? And potential, remember, comes from the word potent, which means power. Your inner power to be who you want to be, your inner ability to be whatever you want to become in your life. That is your potential, and you want to fulfill that. So don't ever let that go. So wealth for me is important. I'm a very practical guy. In fact, I've been called the wisdom and wealth coach, but it's never about the wealth, because you can't take your wealth with you. You can't eat your wealth. Wealth is meant to be used. In fact, wealth is useless. Your money is useless unless it's used. So grow your money, work hard, earn your money, but then you want to also exchange it for things that make you grow. Things that make you grow, your potential grow, your relationships grow, that help you to be healthier. It's all about those three important things. Wealth is just a means. Here's another reason why why physical things, material things, including money and wealth, can never be the most important priority of life. So let me give you a very nice example, all right, about this. Let's say that I'm very hungry and I want to eat some food. So I start thinking about what's the favorite food that I want to eat. And let's say I want to eat a pizza. I love a pizza. I'm sure, many of you love pizza. So I decide I'm really hungry. I want to eat a pizza and I want to eat exactly the kind of pizza I want to eat. So I get myself this pizza. All right? I get myself this pizza, which I've been thinking of and visualizing, and I know it's going to make me feel really great. Now that pizza has 8 slices. So I'm really hungry. I take the first slice and I bite into it. And I'll tell you, it tastes delicious. This hot steaming pizza, really nice cheese, really good quality tomatoes. It's like a gourmet pizza. Oh my God, that first slice tastes so good. Then I have the second slice, and the second slice also tastes so good. But by the third slice, I'm not so hungry anymore. In fact, I'm feeling quite full. And what I notice is that the third slice doesn't taste so good. It doesn't give me that much joy and that much gratitude as the first slice gave me. And by the time I'm on the 5th slice, I've really lost the joy of that pizza because my stomach is already full. I'm not in a state of gratitude anymore because that first slice, I was in this state, oh my God, I'm so blessed. I'm so lucky to be eating this pizza. By the 5th slice, I'm wondering my God, do I have to finish all of it? So the joy goes away, the gratitude goes away. And actually by the 5th slice, the nourishment is also on the negative. The first slice, even though it might be tomatoes and cheese and some veggies and some carbs, it's still nourishing for my body. The second slice, still nourishing. By the 3rd, 4th, 5th slice, it's not even nourishing for my body. This, my dear students, is called the law of diminishing returns. The law of diminishing returns. It's a spiritual concept put into a law of life. What it says is that everything external to you has diminishing returns. Okay? So money is the same. Money is just like this pizza. When you don't have it, you want it. And when you get it, then you get more, and then you get more, and then you get more, and then it loses its value, and then it just becomes a game or an ego game that you want to win. It becomes a competition, it becomes the next big thing, and it also actually creates a lot of insecurity and fear because the purpose of money is exchange. The purpose of money is that it must be used, right? So wealth is important, but there have been studies done on this, that once you have enough wealth to live comfortably and to take care of all your needs and to take care of the needs of those who are with you, then another 1 million, another 500,000, another 2 million doesn't really make much sense. It doesn't even bring you much joy, much more gratitude, right? So it's called the law of diminishing returns. So my suggestion is that you focus on the inner stuff. You focus on the things that will go with you, the things that you are here to fulfill. Keep your health so that you can enjoy your life and you can build good relationships. That's number 2. And then in those relationships, in your life, in your work, in your lifespan, you want to make sure that you fulfill your potential, that you bring out the best inside you. Do not delay your dreams. Delay is the death of dreams. You must work on bringing out that inner music, that inner artist, that inner author, that inner influencer. You must touch the world with your message. Let me go straight into questions now. I want to keep this a little bit shorter. I'm very passionate about wisdom, so I can keep on giving you more and more. But if I give too much, then I know what happens is that people don't even watch the whole video. So I'm going to keep this one short. Question number 1. What is the solution to COVID-19 according to you? Very good question. Okay, now don't quote me on this, all right? But I'll give you my opinion. This is my opinion. I'm not saying it's the truth, it will become the truth, though it might quite become the truth. You may see that in the future, but it's my opinion, all right? I'm being politically correct here. What's the solution? How will we manage this COVID-19? Well, here's what's going to happen. It's not going away. It's going to stay with us. They'll produce vaccines for it. The vaccines will work for some. It won't work for some. And eventually we'll just have to make it a part of our lifestyle. So over a period of time, over the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, we'll all get infected in one way or another. And our immune system will learn to defend. Many of us, some of us won't, and then therefore we'll have to just pass on. That's a fact of life. But if your immune system works and it's strong and it's strengthened, and you have a mind that supports your body, you have a positive and powerful mind which is stable, which has got that inner spiritual resilience, then your body will develop an immune system that can learn to live with this virus. In other words, the world will have to develop a herd immunity. That is a very powerful term, very strong term, because herd immunity means that the herd learns to live with this infection. But it also means that many people don't learn that, and therefore those people will have to pass on. That herd, that part of the herd carries on. They pass over. But the rest of us will learn how to live with it. We'll develop that herd immunity. All of us will get infected to a certain degree. So keep yourself strong, keep your mind strong, keep your mind positive and powerful, and keep your emotional, spiritual resilience in a very strong space, and your immune system will be benefited. Okay, it's my opinion. Second question, because this is from a student who is asking about when will the Karma Masterclass be available online? Listen, I only announced it in the last video, so give us some time. We're working on it. We are making a really good product for you, and putting on bonuses and additional stuff that you can get. So it'll be available in a few weeks. We should be able to launch it, and we'll inform all of you, but be patient. When it comes out, you'll see that patience was worth it. It's a product like no other. So wait for it patiently, and we will inform you when it's released. Third question, the final one. What is the relationship between wisdom and karma? What is the relationship between wisdom and karma? Really, really good question. Karma is the blueprint of life. And karma has many components. And I talk about all of this. I show you the entire blueprints in the Karma Masterclass. But a summary answer. There are many components of karma. But the first component of karma is all about thinking, your thinking process. So it's about your mindset, and it's about the movement of your mind. That's the beginning of karma, all right? Karma is not just about action. Karma literally starts with the way you're thinking every day, all day, for your whole life. And what does wisdom do? Wisdom is that component that actually elevates your thinking, that takes your thinking to a bigger, better, brighter space. So if you remember the analogy I gave, that you have a car and that car can get you anywhere. And it's a great car, and that car is your life. Your life can get you anywhere. It can create what you want for yourself. But that car only works, that car, which is your life, only works because it has an engine, and the engine of life is the mind. Right? So if the engine is working properly, it can get your car to wherever you want. So if your mind is the correct mind, you have the right mindset, it can get your life to being whatever you want. But now the engine also needs fuel, and if you put bad fuel in the engine or no fuel at all, then the engine cannot work, the car can't go anywhere. The fuel for the engine is very important. It's the base component. And what is the fuel for your mind? Wisdom is the fuel for your mind. So wisdom is like the fuel that you feed your mind. It's like the food you feed your mind. You put in good wisdom, the mindset is great, and therefore your life can bring you maximum results with minimum effort. So the connection is very important between wisdom and karma. Karma is the blueprint of your whole life. Karma is how things are happening in your life, why they are happening. Whatever your results are is the result of karma. And wisdom is the root component of the first element of karma. I'll show it to you all in a blueprint in the Karma Masterclass. But I hope you got your answer now. So when you bring in wisdom, when you bring in that component of wisdom, your mindset elevates, your mindset expands, your mindset enlightens. And because that engine, which is your mind, is now working at such a high performance with such great clarity, such great commitment, then the car is able to travel and take you wherever you want. Your life then becomes really like a story you're writing. You are the author of your own life story. And now from a place of wisdom, you're able to create the life and the results you want in your work, in your bank account, in your relationships, in your health, in your wealth, in everything. So karma is the blueprint of life, and wisdom is the basic, the starting, the foundation component of karma. This is Vikas, your wisdom coach, reminding you that wisdom is the stabilizer of life. Make wisdom your foundation. Let's build our future on it, because in the end, wisdom always wins. Love you. Bye now.